Hey, welcome to Catching Dinner. I'm Stephane. Alison's behind the camera, and we're on a heckin' adventure. I got drawn for a cow moose tag here in Colorado, and I have a rifle tag, and that starts October 1st. And now it's 3 days before the season, and we're pounding the area trying to find them. There are quite a few in this area, so I hear. I haven't found too many. We came earlier this summer, found a couple of hot spots, some signs, but never did see a moose. So it's about peak. I would say today might actually be peak as far as the aspen leaves. So it's glorious, it's gorgeous. Let's get to it, see if we can find a moose. So we're gonna hike some more to find some hot spots so that opening morning, hopefully, we can seal the deal. Because I also have a tag that opens October 1st, and that's in Wyoming. That would be part 2 of our elk hunt. So we got a lot going on this week. We gotta make it happen. We gotta fill the freezer. Let's get to it. We didn't go about 100 yards from where I did the opener on this little pond, and we're already finding our first moose track. Look at the size, and look at the width. It's much wider than my hand. That's the actual track. It's this wide. It's pretty darn big. So we're already in business, and we just started. So feeling pretty optimistic. Hopefully it stays this good, because we're pretty close to camp. So if we can get one this close, that'd be pretty heavenly. For my back at least. So onward we go. Well, it's only getting better. We just found ourselves a nice crepe that was made by a bull moose. We just tore the heck out of the ground here. I mean, tore it up all the way to the roots, and then there's branches everywhere, and this branch came from all the way up here. Like, I can't even touch it. That's a big bull moose. So I gotta say, be able to tear it up like that.
Hopefully he has a girlfriend nearby.
Sugar mama. That'd be nice. Let's go find her. Well, it's definitely a moose bed. This thing is huge. And there's 3 beds, and earlier there's 3 beds over there too. So it's like a big bull, a calf, and a cow, it looks like. Just my guess here. So they're not here right now though. This doesn't look that fresh. And we haven't seen any fresh droppings and all that. So I think some moose have come through, but I haven't found the spot yet where they're hanging out. So there's areas like this all over. So it's a matter of finding that little pocket. And last year they were here in the fall. This place was trashed. Because when I came in the spring, it was, I mean, you wouldn't believe it. I mean, everything was tore up. And the signs and droppings, but clearly they've moved on. So just gotta figure out where. Well, we just hiked into a different drainage. The other one wasn't really productive. There were some signs, but they weren't super fresh. And there's maybe a couple of moose in there. We're looking to where the moose are partying, so hopefully this drainage is it. It's gorgeous, perfect habitat. Hey, it's what it's all about. You know, it's the rut right now. Basically peak of the rut, late September. So if we can find where they're partying on Tuesday, on the 1st, we'll be able to crash their party. That's the plan. So we'll be party crashers. I'm gonna go check out this meadow. It looks nice. Only one would know is to put boots on the ground. Finding some moose tracks. The size of my boot. That's a big moose track right there. And it's sinking in pretty good. See right there? Once again, the size of my foot. So that's encouraging. A lot of green grass in here. So it dried out basically. It's like a little beaver pond that drained out, and maybe the dam went or something. And now it's all green and irrigated. So they're loving it in here. The grass is like a golf course. Pretty awesome. Got big beds everywhere in here. Just in the timber. There's a couple muley does. But this area is hot. There they go. Couple does. Oh, we're still following that drainage. Look at that. This bull moose just tore it up. You can see the hair right there. He's just cranked on it pretty hard. You can imagine that paddle just ripping through. You can see his track right here. Yeah, that's big. Right here, right there. Big track. So they're in here. It's just they're moving a lot. So we might just have to do that too. Just keep moving until we find them. So we have this afternoon and 2 more days to scout. So still plenty of hope here. Morning of day 2. We're gonna be scouting a different area. We just gotta keep trying. I know some moose have been seen in this area. So I still can't get over how beautiful it is. It's just magical, really. This time of year is just pure magic. That's what we're looking for right here. That's a nice cow moose track. This is a pit, mud wallowing pit that they use for spreading their scent during the rut. So this thing got dug up pretty good, and it's exciting. This is exactly what I was looking for. Because where we were yesterday, we didn't see any of this, not even close. So awesome. Oh, coyote.
Yeah, he's going into the... It does look little. It might be a baby. Unless it's just far.
It's just in the grass, you know.
Now we just need a moose.
Well, we're still at it, looking for signs. This is a whole new drainage. We got to the very end. This is like miles in, and thank goodness we're able to drive a big part of the way. There's a mile that we have to walk in, and this is where the moose are. Clear as day, you can tell they've been living here. There's tracks as the eye can see. And we found some droppings and all kinds of signs. Look at this. This one is a bull moose, and he's got a cow with him. Look at that. That's the 2 front. Look at that. Much wider than my foot. This is huge. And it's everywhere. There's tracks everywhere. Look at this one. That's even fresher. See how pointy, wide. So he's got a cow. We're in business. This is by far the best spot. We're really excited because we haven't gotten all the way to the end, and there's a couple back meadows, bogs that should be even better. And here there's a little pond they've been coming in and messing around. So we're in business. I finally feel like we're making some headways here. You can see it's all black hair in there. You just tore it up. That's recent. Maybe not yesterday, but the past few weeks. So it's only getting better. Well, we're gonna keep looking. We're not gonna just sit on our laurels here, because guess what? There could be a hunter coming in here too, and things can go south. They might move, but this is definitely number 1. Oh yeah. Night of day 2 for scouting. We're overlooking this mile-long drainage, and it's beautiful. I mean, this is prime moose habitat. We just spoke with someone, and he's been hunting for elk here, and he's told us that in the last 2 weeks he hasn't seen any moose. Before that, he would see them almost every day. So they're in here, but they've been hunted between the muzzleloader and the archery. He said some of the moose have been taken, and you know, that's what happens. They start to turn more nocturnal. So we're hoping here that we can at least get a little glance at one that last light. I just saw a huge cow moose. This thing was a tank. Nice cow moose. There's a bull and a cow over there. I just don't want to bump them. That's the cow right there. There's the bull. I think he's looking at me. There he is. The cow should be not too far behind. You had a cow with him. Unless she went in front. The cow just came through. Turned the camera off, and sure enough, she came through on a fast walk. So I didn't grab her, but it's a nice cow. I don't know if it's the same one as I saw earlier, because I saw her up there, so she might have ran down with the bull down there. It's possible, or there's two cows. The cow I saw was a giant. There's so much stuff in here that it's pretty hard for me to get some good footage here. Been hiking in pretty quick. This is it, opening morning. Super excited. Yesterday, as you saw, that bull and the cow, I figured out where they're living. We'll be there tonight. This morning we'll be right above. It's the same drainage, and they have a secondary bedding area, and there's a major pinch point. There was a truck this morning at the trailhead. Possibly it's a hunter, nowhere to know. But if it is, probably it'll come from below and push them to us. So that's the goal. Let's get to it. But might be able to get it done in a day or two, since it's a small pocket and we know where they're at. We just got to be really careful not to bump them out of here, because that cow looks pretty meaty. She's huge. Can't wait to get her. Good old 270 nozzle partition, 150 grain. Never know, we're getting close to the bog. So as we pop in, there might be a moose already. So. Decent bog, and they bed in bow, so. Set up on this side. Perfect line of sight. 50 yards. Alison's checking that way, I'm looking this way. Feeling good, feeling lucky. Instead of being limited to that little pinch, the same trail goes down to a much bigger meadow where they could be feeding. So we'll go really slow and set up there. I think we'd have more chances to see something at least in the distance. Not from this morning fresh, but relatively fresh. There are core areas right below us, so we're going to stay tight to the forest so we don't get our wind. And we'll just hunt the outskirts. We're not going to push it this morning, but might have a better chance of seeing them feeding at least. So we can get a little closer. Just to This is the size of a telephone pole. So we've made it to the spot. This is a great area. We see pretty far, and that's their core area right across. When I got there yesterday, that's when I got really excited, because there's all kinds of droppings, old, new, and fresh tracks. So that's where the beddings begin. So you're on the outskirts without bumping them. That's great. Just a little further. Perfect. Away from the bedding, and let's go right to the mountain. It's already 9:45. I haven't seen anything, but time is flying by quick, because when you have a view like this, it definitely makes it go faster. It's hard to get bored. And I can see 275 yards that way, 225 there, 200 down there. So I have a pretty good setup here. We're pretty close to where I saw them last night. We're about 400 yards from where I was standing. So we're in the money right here. Just don't want to drop in there if the wind is not perfect. Tonight it will be there for sure though. It's a little bit greener down there, so it's a little bit better feed. You can tell this is a very moosey area. Just looking at the willows in here, they've been overbrowsed. They're eating the tops like crazy. Especially this guy right there. It's like, that's a bonsai right there. So it'll never get bigger than that. They got it trimmed on top. Charging the battery for when it's time to make it count. Well, it's crunch time. I've got about 40 minutes left of shooting light. I must be hungry because I've been daydreaming about all the stuff we're gonna make with the moose. Moose tacos, enchiladas, kebabs, steaks, you name it. Just like Forrest Gump and Bubba in the movie there with their shrimp. So, hope it happens tonight, but guess what? We got 7 more days after today. So, one way or another, we're gonna eat some moose. So, let's get to it. Perfect. Let's go right in the trash behind us. So, we're in good shape. Now we just need a moose. Mama moose. Big mama like yesterday. I mean, I had her at 50 yards. 50 yards, I could have. She was like 100 yards from here, just on the other side of this. This is so thick, it's hard to actually get a shooting lane through this. That's about the only spot. Let's focus. Morning and day 2. So, we're back in the same spot. It is the moosiest area that we found. So, I'm just gonna hang tight a little bit this morning, then we'll just start still hunting. So we just did a huge loop right below us. We played the wind and went through the whole bottom of the drainage, really. So now we can hunt with confidence. We know they're not there. The wind's coming down, so we can go up and know we're not going to get busted and just zigzag. And hopefully we can catch up with them. Still early, so pretty happy because there's a lot of pockets, beddings everywhere down there. So if they're parked down there, we'll be wasting our time up here. But now we know for a fact they got to be above us right here. So let's go get her done. Clearly. Morning of day 2 was pretty quiet. We didn't turn up anything. Checking out a new area, whole new area. Never been here before, and already moose track, which is pretty exciting, and I can really smell it. So already found a good area, which is good because I know this area is supposed to be good, but I never made it. So I'm gonna keep still hunting and see what we see. I would think it'd be too warm for them right now. But now, I mean, they're having a grand old time. At least 65 in the sun's gonna feel like 70. There's a reason they're by water though. Clearly. Man, they're pretty cool animals. Now we just gotta find a cow. They're still at it. Trying to see if I can find a cow. I'm wondering if there's a cow maybe in the brush. You would think 2 young bulls during the rut, you know, would be around a cow. But who knows? Still nice to see. I just can't leave because it's too cool, you know. I have trouble leaving them. I'm gonna circle, see if maybe there's a cow in the brush. You never know, you know. When there's smoke, there's fire. I got a big bull moose. There was a cow that was bedded. There's another one behind. There's the bull moose right there. Here's the bull. He's glonking a little bit. I think there's a younger one behind. Might be one from last year or something. So, let me see. Might end up shooting her. The bigger cow just took off. Got the bull there. There's a cow right there. And then there's another cow right there looking at me. So I'm gonna shoot one of them too. They're about the same size. Man, the bull's still there. Cow's going down. This cow's still looking at me. Pretty crazy. Never seen anything like it. Man. Both the cows are about the same size. So maybe this one's a little bit bigger, but she gave me a shot and she's expiring right now. Man, this is crazy. Bull's right there. Too bad Alison wasn't with me. I got a cow right here standing next to me, and I have the bull right there. Man, not a bad bull. And the other cow's done, so Couldn't be happier. Some great meat. We get to go to Wyoming. Look how crazy this is. These animals are pretty tame. There's a cow, a bull next to her. I gotta shoot him away to go to my cow that I shot. Yeah, she's a little bit bigger than the one I shot, but it's all right. Go, go. Got work to do here. Man, it's crazy. Here's my cow right there. Booyah. Well, just like that, I got myself a beautiful cow moose. Very mature cow. Couldn't be happier. Look at the size. This is huge. And the other one was a little bit bigger, but she gave me a shot first. I wasn't gonna take a chance for them to spook. They didn't seem spooked at all. I mean, I walked up to them. I was less than 10 yards when I shot her. She quartered away, but there were a lot of branches. And when I saw those two bulls in the pond, I was just hanging out there, and there's only one little patch of timber around the pond. And sure enough, they were in here, and I couldn't leave without checking because it's the rut. And if there's two bulls, I figured there might be a cow. Well, lo and behold, I show up there. I'm about to film. There's a cow that's bedded on the edge. She gets up and runs. I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, she's gone. So I get closer. The bull stands up. I got the bull, and in the distance, there's another cow. And because they didn't leave, the other cow circled back, right back in. I was able to, like I said, take a shot. For a while, she was in front of the bull, so I couldn't shoot. She stepped away, quartered away, and I made it count. Obviously, easiest shot. I could have shot her with a, forget a bow. I mean, I could have speared her. But hey, some moose are definitely more spooked than others. This area, there must be a lot of tourists, so she definitely wasn't spooked. None of them were. But it was still amazing to be able to see that many moose that close. And I wasn't even gonna hunt this area. I dropped Alison off. Actually, she dropped me off to go and do a Walmart run. And I came in here just to check it out. And I ran into these animals, so.
And he wasn't going to bring the gun. But at the last second, he's like, that's crazy. I got to bring the gun. Thank goodness he did.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sorry that I missed it, but I'm really happy that we're going to have some amazing moose meat in our freezer.
Amazing.
Stephane did great.
And then we're going to pack her out, process her, and by tomorrow night, we'll be hunting Wyoming. We'll have a few days there. So this is pretty awesome. We're going to cut it close. I didn't think at this point we were going, but lo and behold, we got it done. So, booyah.
Booyah. This is awesome. So proud of Stephane for getting it done. Day 2.
Crazy.
First moose.
Yeah.
This is our very first moose hunt.
Yeah.
This will be the first moose that we get to put in our freezer that we've harvested. Couldn't be more excited. Couldn't be happier. This is a big animal.
Very big.
She's going to feed us for a long time.
Absolutely. This is some amazing meat right here. Amazing, amazing.
And this is why we do it.
Absolutely. Thank goodness it's all downhill from here, though.
Literally.
Literally. We're going straight down to the car. And I'm hoping by 7 o'clock we'll be done. And probably before, but I hate to underestimate. So yeah, backstrap will be coming off soon. Moose fajitas, moose tacos, spaghetti sauce with moose, beautiful kebabs and steaks. Man, look at this backstrap. I was daydreaming yesterday. Today, it's happening. It's happening, baby. That's what you call a backstrap right here. Ready to start the pack out. I got a hind quarter and a front shoulder. It's a lot of weight, but thank goodness it's mainly downhill, a little bit of uphill, but mainly downhill. And we just saw the moose take off. They're still hanging around, and we just saw them take off. Just in beautiful aspens. This trip has been unreal. Just the scenery, everything about it. But chop chop. There's a little bit of a hill before it's downhill, so let's get to it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
My fajitas are served over potatoes. I didn't want the wrap. Stephane wanted wraps.
Oh yeah.
There's his moose fajitas.
First time ever moose fajitas. As you know, I've been daydreaming about them while we were hunting. And the time has finally come. So, couldn't be more excited. Let's see here. See what we got. Very meaty. This melts in my mouth. Wow. Alison has outdone herself once again. This moose is just so delicious. I just can't stop eating it. It's my new favorite meat. The grain is a little wider than elk. Just not as tight, as compact as deer and elk. And it's just phenomenal. It just tastes like great meat. No weird flavor. And I'm loving it. So, I wish you could taste it. It is that good. Best fajitas ever. So thank you so much for coming along. We appreciate it. Hope to catch you next time on our next adventure of catching dinner. You never know where we're going to cook. Moose is pretty unusual, but we have about 150 pounds of it. We'll be able to cherish and enjoy and share with friends for a whole year. Thank you, God. Till next time. Ah! That good. There's a reason I was daydreaming about it. Wow. Awesome.